What's going on to you, Aquarius, out there? So you have the High Priestess, the Page of Swords, and you, Aquarius, have the Justice card right here. So these three cards right here for you are essentially about how you have a you have a secret admirer. You have someone that very much so is attached to you. It's probably that ex, but you very much so have someone that is very much so attached to you, Aquarius, and that does not really ever want to let you go whatsoever. These are people who very much so are quite attached to you, even though they're not actually even really with you in a relationship. And the thing is that the Justice card right here is about how they're literally getting their just desserts. They're getting what it is that they deserved. Because once again, why is it that they have such a hard time being able to actually be committed to you when they were actually in a relationship with you, right? I'm telling you, like, it's always, hold on a second. Like, it's always the worst things, because I can say always, but it's a lot the worst. A lot of the times it's the worst thing, because, one thing that I realized too, and I'm gonna be talking some serious facts in this video. One thing that I realized though is that people have a problem. Everybody is, I ain't gonna say everybody, but so many people are so caught up with trying to climb the social economic ladder and all of that, that people forget about appreciating others. They treat people like they're employees. They treat them like fans. They treat them like a commodity. They treat them like a person that they don't even have to really even get to know people's names and stuff like that. And that they don't actually really value those people like a living being. They value them like a commodity, a person that's making them more popular, that's putting them in a more powerful position in life, right? And a lot of people really do deal with this delusion of grandeur, in a real way. They really do deal with this delusion of grandeur, where it's like, they don't want to appreciate you as you're in their life, but at the same time, right, they want to treat you like a commodity, right? You, Aquarius, you have to treat them like a king or a queen. You have to treat them like they're royalty. You have to treat them almost like a deity that you're putting on a pedestal that's so above your head, to the point where you can't quite comprehend what they're actually bringing to the table, right? And as you are in their life, they're in yours. Because of the fact that people have a problem with appreciation, reciprocity and stuff like that, that turns out to be a huge problem. And the reason why it turns out to be a problem is because of the fact that, again, it's the catch-22. It's like, how come if this person feels this way, and they do, they're looking at you. Some of them may even be stalking. They're looking at what you, Aquarius, got going on. They're really bent out of shape about not having you, Aquarius, around. The question now is, and this is a fair question, why didn't they appreciate you when they had you? And to be more fair with it, what happened? That's a fly. What happened? Like, what went on between yourself and them to where they don't have you anymore, and now you have moved on to someone else, or just staying single, or maybe single for the time being, but regardless, you're not going to their house at the end of the day. Two of you are not together. What happened? And a lot of times people's lack of appreciation is what ends up getting them in the end, because they're so worried about trying to play like they're this rock star, right? This movie star, that they don't, and this celebrity, that they don't end up actually understanding, hey, while I'm here, I need to really appreciate this. This is part of the hypergamy game. This is part of the stupidity of it all. This is a part of the, the ideology of, I have to get you to think that I'm a rare person. I'm a rare commodity myself. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ghost you. Yeah. I'm going to ghost you. Ghost you to think that I'm a rare commodity because you don't see me around much. And I'm only going to tell you little things scarcely so that you can know about it and you're learning about it, but I'm barely going to see you. But this is supposed to be a relationship. And it's like, but you can't build a relationship like that. A relationship cannot be had when a person is making themselves scarce for the wrong reasons. Because there are right reasons. You don't want to hang out with your partner every single day because the desire that the two of you have for one another will burn out very quickly. It's a healthy thing to where if the two of you are not living together, don't see each other every single day. If you hung out on like for an example, if you hung out on a Monday, don't see each other or talk to each other until something like a Thursday or a Friday. There's nothing wrong with that. But I'm talking about 2 weeks. I'm talking about a month. I'm talking about 2-3 months. You see them, and the two of y'all hanging out. That's not a relationship. It shows a lack of appreciation. And again, this is what the game of hypergamy, because it's not even real hypergamy, but this is what the game teaches you, to not appreciate people. Because, for instance, how many people hear these videos and I say that I have real things to do and they think that it's still cute to try to waste my time and yuck. It's like you understand what I'm saying? Try to waste my time and want attention. It's like that is sad. That is truly sad to where I'm telling you that I don't want my time to be wasted, and you such a I ain't even gonna get into that. But the lack of appreciation is really wild, and it's because of that why it is that they've been dealt the hand that they have been dealt. Now, why that's important is because of the 5 of Swords and the 9 of Cups. These two cards right here, it speaks to how they're thinking about what they did over and over and over again. And that them thinking about that is what's driving them crazy. It's what's driving them up a wall. Because now the irony is for them, how does it feel to know that they played you, Aquarius, right? Because they thought that they were so smart, they were so clever, right? That they could have their cake and eat it too. They could have you just pining up on after them, and that they would have you wrapped around their finger, easily disposable, but then at the same time doing anything that you, Aquarius, you're doing anything that they wanted you, Aquarius, to do. Now it's the irony of they're so smart and they had all this intelligence and they were so intelligent, yada, 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 and yada, 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 and yada, 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 and all of this and all of that. But how come they lost you? They were so intelligent. They had all the bases covered. They were so smart. They knew what they were doing. But how come they lost you, Aquarius? That's a fly. How come they lost you, Aquarius? How come? If they were so perfect, if they were doing things the correct way, and this is the thing that they don't want to actually live up to and answer themselves the question, that ruminating, that thinking about it over and over and over, and things would be much better if me and you, Aquarius, were together. That's their thoughts. That's what's making them go crazy. That's what's making them become delusional, even worse about it, because now they have the mentality of they have to live with themselves knowing that they really lost you. See, this is the time right now where you Aquarius really want to be able to understand you may want to get low, meaning stay out of the way, right? You may want to start ghosting because this person is obsessive. And then not only that too, but if you can keep you some protection. We ain't even gonna get into details on that here on YouTube. But anyway, you have the Wheel of Fortune and the Unalive card. Because once again, you Aquarius know what it's like to trying to do right by them, your ex, and they want to act like they're stupid. Now, you Aquarius are not with them, and now they have to deal with the fact that you Aquarius are not with them anymore. So what's happening? The Hanged Man. They're dealing with the fact that you Aquarius are doing your own thing and you're living your life, but for them in their own delusion, they think that somehow there's a universe in which you and them actually end up together, and that they're waiting on you. That's a fly. Them waiting on you to come back to them. It's never gonna. These people are delusional. These people are truly delusional. It's never gonna happen. They want you Aquarius to come back and all this other type of nonsense, but that's not gonna happen. You Aquarius are not actually coming back. Where are they going with this type of mentality, yo? The King of Wands and the King of Swords. King of Swords is Aquarius in the Minor Arcana. You Aquarius outsmarted them, and it wasn't about even outsmarting them. You didn't even mean to outsmart them. It was just a matter of self-respect. You saw them for what had happened. You saw how wild they were becoming. So as a result, you Aquarius was like, you know what? You're just gonna essentially stay away from them. That's what happened. And you moved on with your life. That's essentially what happened. You moved on with your life. That's literally what happened. You moved on with the rest of your life. And now some of you Aquarius may have someone brand new. Some of you Aquarius may be single. But regardless of whether you have someone brand new or you're single is irrelevant. The fact that you Aquarius are not with these goofy individuals, playing this mind game with them, where they're building you up to break your heart and leaving you disappointed and heartbroken, and then you can't do anything you can't do anything, and then they're trying to create the narrative, the conflation, the narrative of you lovesick. That's what it is. Because what is attraction? I'm trying to raise the bar high. Who want to jump and get it? You better off trying to skydive. Because what it is that what a lot of people consider to be lovesick and all of that, what it truly is it's really a situation where, right? It's really a situation where what it is that it's really a situation where the person breaks your heart to the point where you end up getting very melancholy. You get sad because you're heartbroken, because this person keeps somehow, right, convincing you that they're going to change and they're going to do better, and they break your heart, and then it leaves you like lovesick, where it's like you're like, you can't do anything, you can't function, you can't groom yourself, you can't take care of yourself that day, because they created such a prospect of that they're going to change and things are going to be miraculous and things are going to be wonderful, and then they end up breaking your heart. This is the type of goofy nonsense that people think love is. And it's like, yo, most people, real talk, have never truly experienced what love actually is. They've never experienced that. They think that that's what they have experienced, Aquarius. They think that gets them when a person gets them disappointed and then they end up breaking their heart, right, spiritually, that's what love is, and that they're lovesick and they can't do anything without this person, not even realizing that this person is just essentially hyping you up to essentially bring you down, let you down, to deliberately disappoint you. They telling all kind of lies to make you feel that kind of way, and all they do is come behind you and create that narrative. Look, you're a bum. Look at how you're obsessed with me. Because that's the type of tactics that these goofy people will talk about. You're a bum. Look at you. You can't live without me. I'm gangster. I'm hard. You can't live without me. I got you wrapped around my finger. I left you, and look at how heartbroken you were off of me leaving. You can't even bear to function, right? Or sometimes when people ruminate and they think a lot about the other person, right? What happens? They think that they must be in love with the person because you constantly thinking about the relationship that the two of you have had. And it's like, no, what's truly going on for real, right? No chaser. What's really going on is the fact that what's really up is that the person, right? The person in the situation has gotten you to a point where, let me think, the person in the situation, have gotten the person to the point where they didn't leave the person closure. So what it is that closure will help the person to close that door and move forward. That's why it's called closure. They can actually move on with the rest of their life. When there is a lack of closure, right, a person has to create that closure or get it from someone else. They leave that person. In this case, they left you, Aquarius, without any closure. That was the point, to get you to keep coming back, thinking about the good times, leaving, thinking about how they broke your heart, how you never got closure from these individuals, and you, Aquarius, was supposed to be like, okay, you gonna go ahead and go back now. That really didn't end up working out in their favor. You, Aquarius, created your own closure, and you was like, hey, I'm still leaving. Yeah, forget about them. Whatever about them. They didn't anticipate that would happen. They wanted you to ruminate, overthink over and over about them spiraling. So that now you think that you in love, you going back to these people. And it's like, no, you're not in love. You're not in love. These people just didn't give you closure, and that, you know what I'm saying, and that you're reacting to it. So that's the situation. So let's clarify the King of Swords. You, Aquarius, did something that they didn't anticipate. They didn't expect. You created your own closure, moved on, and even moved on romantically, some of you. For others, you may be single, but it still is hurting the narc either way. And I hope YouTube don't hit me for that, but it still is hurting the person who is self-absorbed and conceited like that, because they're in a particular situation where they didn't see that coming, like I said. So you have the Two of Pentacles, the Five of Wands, Eight of Cups, the Six of Cups, Seven of Wands. Spoke too fast, spoke too soon. I thought they were behind you, and here they are coming back. The Six of Cups, you already know what that means. They're coming back. The Two of Pentacles, Five of Wands, and the Eight of Cups, because they can't stand the fact that if you, Aquarius, have a significant other, they're stalking your social media page. If you have pictures with your significant other, my humble suggestion is for you to take those pictures off with your significant other. Delete all of that. Delete all of that. Why? because they're watching all of that. You don't want to make a this person is 2 tacos short of a combo meal, right? Like, jealousy has driven people to do some really wild things. That's all I'm gonna say. And the 7 of Wands right here represents they're gonna come back, because you have the 6 of Cups, and not only are they gonna come back, but you're gonna see it. 7 of Wands, they're not gonna take to them, they're not gonna take no for an answer. They're gonna continue to try to talk to you, time and time again, until they get tired. So just take that into consideration. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. Other than that, you Aquarius just have to lay low, mind y'all business, and keep your head on your shoulders. Don't be showing all these flashy pictures and everything like that. Don't do that. That's it. I'm trying to get this YouTube channel up to 100,000. So please smash the subscribe button, smash that like button, hit the notification bell, set that notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop my videos.